Hey everyone, this is a review for the Omron Pain Relief Pro model of electrotherapy. And this is an addendum to my blog post. I wanted you to be able to have a visual to go along with the words. So this is the Omron electrotherapy Pain Relief Pro. What it does is it gives you electrotherapy to your muscles that are sore or achy, and it helps with pain relief. So as you read on the blog, this did give me some pain relief, and I kind of wanted to demonstrate how it actually works, because sometimes the words and the pictures don't actually jive with what you're thinking. So this is the unit. It's very, very small. As you can see, it would fit in about the palm of my hand. It comes with a belt clip, and you can slide it on like this, and then slide it on to your belt and have the buttons easily to use. This is the part, this is how the pads come stored. It's on a little thin, it's really ingenious how they store these pads. I'll take this off and let's see, I'm not very good with the camera. So basically the pad comes off like this, and as you can see, it's got little knots or little knobs, and the pad fits right on to this. And then I'll show you how to store it in just a little bit. But these are the pads. One side is sticky, one side is not, and it has this little tab that doesn't have any of the sticky on it. So I'm going to demonstrate it on my arm. Let's say your pain is here. Then you're going to want to put a pad here and here, so this part is actually being worked on. So I'm going to stick both the pads, and as you can see, they have the electrodes. I'm going to pop this off real quick. This is the electrode. This is the little electrode connection. So you put it on here. You store this with the electrodes positioned on the pad, and I try not to hit that sticky part. Let me pull up my sleeve a little. So you pull this up. I'm trying to get this little spot in between here. You want at least 1 inch in between each pad. You then take the end of the connector and connect it to the machine. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can read this. Then this is how easy it is. Here's an on-off button. Boom. See how it popped right on? This is the mode button, and basically when the mode button gets pushed on, there's a, let me go backwards. There is a, I'm sorry, there is this button you just keep pushing for whatever you want worked on, a joint or your legs or your arm, or if you want it to knead or to rub, that's what you pick. So the next thing is this button is the up or down for intensity. So boom, 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 boom. Right now I can feel it. It is zapping me. Holy moly. So apparently an 8 is too much for this area. So I'm going to go, I haven't done my arm before, so I'm going to go to about a 4. Don't really feel that. Going to bump up 5. Feel that a little. 6. 6 is where I need. So I'm going to leave this plugged in for just a minute and working on my arm. As you can see, it's 15 minutes. It marks down from 15 minutes. You basically do just what I did, and you either clip this to your belt, or if you do like I am, I'm at work all day long at my desk. I just put it on my desk, and once it's done, you'll be able to tell, even if you're not looking at the timer, because of the pulsations that happen within this area. You can do it for 15 minutes, and then you rate your pain again. And like for my back pain, I can start at about a 7 and we'll do it, and it'll reduce to like a 3. If it's not quite where I would like it to be, you can go 1 more session. So 2 15-minute sessions will be 30 minutes. They suggest not to go more than 3 sessions in a day. So morning, noon, and night, if that's how you wanted to work it. Now you can see that this says 14. So this will count down for you the minutes. It does not have a beeper. I'm going to turn it off now. It does not have a beeper, but like I said, you'll know when it's done when the electrical impulses have stopped. Now, when you're done, you leave the electrodes plugged in, and you take this little gadget, which really, this is so ingenious. You pull off your pad, you put it on get up here with the camera. You just basically lay it on this thing, and I kind of press it a little because some of the sticky will adhere. Take off this pad, put it on this pad, put it like this, and then I usually put the electrodes down with the wires like this because they suggest to store it, you just basically wind this around, you disconnect it from the base, and you've got this, and you've got this, and it comes with a cloth bag that you can store your clip in, you can store your unit in, and you can store the pads in. If you know this is something that's important to you, this can fit in the closet, easy peasy. Personally, since we have had this in our house, it has not been in the cloth bag. It has bounced between me and my husband. The other thing that Omron does suggest is that if you're going to have multiple users within the house, you get an extra set of pads because they suggest to have one pad users. So these pads would be just my pads, and then husband would have his own pads as well. But for the sake of doing this review, we've both been using it, and he's been happy with it, and I've been happy with it. My muscles in the wintertime, like most people's muscles, get tense, and I can slap on these pads in the morning when I come in here and sit down and have a 15-minute session and feel great for most of the day, quite honestly. So I'm thrilled with that aspect of it. It's very, very easy to use. In and out of the box, or out of the box and onto my back was probably about 5 minutes. If I had bothered to read the instructions, it would have been more like 10. There's lots of things to know in the instructions, and I was doing a lot of things wrong. So please, if you're going to get one of these, read the instructions. The pads, this is one of the things that I'm not quite sure about, and something that it does bother me about the unit. The pads are sticky, very sticky when you first take them out. Matter of fact, they left some residue behind on me the very first time I used them. And I thought that if it kept doing that, that I probably wouldn't use it, because who wants glue residue on you, basically? But it didn't do that. It was just the very first time out of the box. But I have noticed that the stickiness has become less and less on the pads. But they address that situation or that problem in the literature, and they tell you how to wash them, and you can actually stick them in the freezer overnight. I haven't tried that yet. That's going to be next. But they're sticky enough to stay stuck, so that is good. The only problem that I have really had is having it stick to my foot, because the foot is such an odd shape. You know, my back is flat, my arms, but it's rounded, but it's an area that's easy to stick it to. But really, that's my only, if you could call it a gripe, that's my only gripe about this product, is that I would like the pads to be much more sticky. The pads are up to 150 uses. You can wash them X amount of times. The literature tells you how many. You can buy new pads. I at first balked at the price of the pads because I didn't realize how good the unit worked. It's before I had even used the unit before. And now I'm going to be happy to buy them because I'm a girl who doesn't like to take drugs, over-the-counter drugs, anything. It just, it's not good for me. So anything that can give me some pain relief that's easy and quick and painless is fantastic. This actually feels pretty good when it's on you. And like I showed you, you can modify the intensity, easy, easy, easy. So I'm going to give this product 2 thumbs up. It's great. I'm going to use it all the time. This is going to be one of those things that's going to be in my office used every single day. No doubt about it. And once I start running again after this injury heals, I am positive I'm going to be using it on my thighs and my calves much more than, well, I'm not even using it there now, but I know I'll be using it there again. So if you guys have one, let me know what you think. If you don't have one and you're thinking about it, you can get the details either below here or in the blog. But this is actually going to be a product that, number one, I'm happy that Omron sent me, and number two, that I can use, that can help me with my pain. So there you have it. I will probably do an update review within, I would say, 3 months to really see how it worked. So y'all stay tuned. I'll see y'all later.